am dedicating to myself because I think we need pieces like this, and I'm dedicating to Corey. I stand here, you think this is natural, that I stand here and pour my words out, but we are not the same. What might be a night in the week for you, to me is an event. I write and it remains within my pages, but when I know this is a piece to discuss, all my signs start showing. It wakes me up at 5 a.m. I read the piece, then I go into a frenzy and a rabbit hole, reading and rereading and rereading. Then my ticks start showing, and I start counting tiles, blinds, and how many times my fan goes by. I choose a word for my piece, and I go spiraling looking for the definition, and 3 hours later, realize my autism took me far from my path. And yet, we're all not the same. I can't wear gnarly thick fabrics because I'm capable of running out on a date. I can't use Q-tips. I used to blame my resistance with cotton on my Afro-Latinidad to seem unique, but it's my sensory. I don't just love my topics and hobbies, I am feverishly passionate, and the moment you say we are doing one of them or leaving on a road trip, I won't sleep. I can go 4 days with no sleep on a natural high if I let my autism take the wheel. I need space. I tend to scream when people are within my bubble, and sometimes touch feels like burns. At school, my headphones always in and I keep to myself. My fingers are always moving. At home, I can tell when someone moves things. I am known to cancel events if something is out of place. I have a mask and I hide it well. Others don't have that option. My son is autistic too. His tics have him biting his lips and scratching his skin, but he can tell you his favorite movie line for line. And when we listen to music, he knows all the lyrics and he's 7. And then comes the social awkwardness, like when I think I smiled at someone and I didn't, or social cues are expected and I just stand there, or when I say the most odd things in public, but I wear my mask well. Some of us don't have that luxury to blend in well, but I realize I am no longer ashamed. What makes us stand out makes us unique, and maybe this world needs more people teaching others how to accept, understand, and learn that autism exists. Dad said my heart is a piñata. He also says I have a hotel heart. Un corazón de hotel, always room for many, para que entren muchos, and there are always rooms regardless if it's full. I can't help it. I love to love, but I tend to live breaking my piñata heart. I used to swear I'd never ever fall in love again. I swore I would never become my mother's. I'd be smarter with my heart, but here we are, sometimes 3 relationships at a time. And I love so intensely, like I love my barbacoa on Sundays with some menudo on the side, with extra hominy and cebolla and cilantro. I don't love you like a crispy taco whose shell was too soggy to keep it all in. No, but like a double tortilla de maíz and a taco de pastor with pineapple juices from the taquero and his trompo that have been simmering all day long. I don't give half-ass vibes. And if I'm mad, you'll feel it. I'll be mad like that chile de árbol and the nopalitos con costillas de res I fed you yesterday. You know, the one you kept saying was good while sweating bullets and continuing to eat. The one that even the coca kept making spicier in your mouth if you drank some. Yes, that one. And when I'm warm, you'll feel my love. With a caldito de pollo I spent all afternoon making in this 100-degree Texas weather so I can remind you of the love your mom gave you. And if we last, and your birthday comes around, I'll spend hours making you my family mole recipe. You know, the one with lots of chocolate, a chile ancho, and the beating of my molcajete. Because God knows the blender is a secondary character in my house. My mole sauce delivers the beatings of passion I gave for you to understand my love. Because I don't just like you, I love you. But also with passion enough to kill us both one day with the brujeria needed for you to never leave. My dad said it's called agua de calzón. I call it loving you with tacos, sopes, gorditas, tostadas, and tamales. If I stop letting people rest here, it's like asking them to take a crispy taco from that Mexican restaurant with the pop music blaring and cold seeds and queso on their menu. My love doesn't rain, it pours, and it burns slowly, like the spicy chilaquiles I make you with café de olla so you'll sober up. I learned this from my mother using as much serranos to wake up Dad for church on Sundays for misa. My piñata heart isn't for the weak. It's paper mache, but it's that good from back home, made for the piñatas that last all the kids in my barrio in their turns and their hits with the palo. So I'll keep this piñata heart, the one my dad calls a hotel, because again, I don't give half-ass vibes.
This poem is Summer's Almost Over. Hopefully you had a very fruitful, thoughty, or not thoughty summer. That's basically what this poem's about. So I don't even know if this is a poem. It just might be a manifesto of things that we are doing or not doing this summer. Before I get on my real hot girl shit, there are some things that require clarification. What we are not doing this summer in the year of our Lord 2020 is having sex with no air conditioning. But as sweaty as the ultra supreme cunnilingus I am trying to provide to the world is, I refuse to die of heat exhaustion. I do not mind death by cunnilingus, but heat stroke is where I draw the sweet, sweet line. Thank you. We are not catcalling women in sundresses. We are giving knowing nods to each other and quietly highlighting sundress season flourishing all around us. We are, without a sound, having an entire standing ovation in our head when the sundresses do that thing where they stick to the butt cheek and make that delicious peach emoji unicorn thing come to life. Like everything is right with the world. Like Jesus came down and patted you on the head. We are watching Stranger Things Season 4 and losing our goddamn minds. We are watching Obi-Wan Kenobi and losing our goddamn minds. We are watching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and it's okay. We are watching everything everywhere all at once and losing our goddamn minds. But what we are not doing is pretending that COVID is dead and gone. We are not pretending like we did not lose 2 years and over 1 million lives. We are not forgetting the frontline workers, the doctors, the nurses, the fast food employees, the Uber Eats drivers, the teachers. We are not entering a post-COVID world with the naive eyes of children. We will live like we have been lucky enough to survive. We will live on fire. We will dance on fire. We will kiss on fire. We are done begging for dopamine. We will build our own righteous universe in 7 days should we need to. We will cast any hell that we are living in back to hell. We will not cry over spilled milk, but we will pick up the spilled milk. We will hold elected officials to their job titles. We will stop burying children in AR-15 bullets. We will vote in the 2022 midterm elections and rid ourselves of this poison that is known as Greg Abbott. Because fuck Greg Abbott. We will use our magic and break out of our own skins to make the world better as we see fit. And we will twerk. And we will drink. And we will be merry. Because tomorrow we may die. We live in Texas, and every day the sun reminds us that there are larger forces out to kill us. We will roar like rock and roll angels at the sun and the sunset and the moon and the dawn because, God damn it, we're done accepting anything less. Thank you. All right, I got one more for y'all, Zach. I have to go to Austin next week and Tuesday and compete against some of the best poets in Texas. And yeah, and I'm representing, well, I mean, unofficially. It's not like San Antonio called me and was like, Roos, we need you. Like, yeah, that didn't happen. But Austin called and was like, hey, you want to do this? You're against some of the best poets in Texas. I was like, fuck yeah. So I'm just working out some shit. Working out some shit.
Am I timing this shit?
No, thank you. This poem is called My Bank Emails Me and Asks If I'm Ready to Plan for My Retirement. I watch $1 Million Listings Los Angeles. A lot. And I watch Rolls Royces driving on streaks of sunlight and ocean spray worth more than the ruined houses in my neighborhood houses. I see haircuts that can feed a family of 5 for 5 months. Enough Botox to air the cracks and potholes along my stray dog-lined streets I see in Eden that is the opposite of the food desert that I live in. How long have I had to live off peanut butter and single-sliced bread, tacos with potato and egg, and I don't care how much you fancify it, I refuse to eat Spam to this very day. Some of y'all are pro-Spam, apparently. My bank emails me and asks if I'm ready to plan for my retirement. I just kinda barely started making money like a week ago. Because I am of the limited few who were born, because there are a limited few born into financial freedom and alive, but for the majority of us, we are born mid-stride, outrunning the clocks, the hounds, the hours, and the overtime, clocking graveyard shifts for poltergeist-haunted paychecks. Oh, what it must feel like to know how a fingertip glides in worlds of marble, to have never eaten economic insecurity, to not have to forge your own iron in a dark age. At what point in earning all of this living do we get to live, y'all? Why is cutthroat capitalism always feast or famine? I say, let's take the tools that they have given us and feast on the rich. Hell yeah! But I'm not actually saying let's eat the rich. I'm saying let's rob them.
Or put the bite on the son of a bitch!
Because this poem is for those who stretch a few cents into a sacred lunch, for the hands hoping that the paycheck clears at midnight, for the haters of insufficient fund fees, for those with 10 toes on the broken, barely hanging on side of the rainbow. We are not rich, but we are here. Sometimes all we can afford is a hallelujah. Sometimes the only way out of depression is to stop killing yourself to live. Sometimes alive and unbothered is all the wealth we keep. Listen. I'm not trying to be new rich or old rich. I just want to be happy with a jacuzzi full of hoes.
Neither of them. They're new shits. Here we go. ¿De dónde vienes? Una serpiente sigue el camino sin fin. Skin cannot blister on a journey across a landscape. Por fin, a land it cannot claim. A shoe that will not fit. He steps towards the dream of a life al final del pasaje. The weathered soles de la serpiente se ve como peligro cuando todo lo que quiere es vivir. Ellos finalmente take our skin to make shoes we cannot afford. Walk a comfortable pace because of the places they don't see. Al fin, we walk or are walked on until we strike. Sí se puede, dice la boca del viper cuando ya no puede ser el fin, ser solo el cinturón, pero estas suelas son de cuero, not a coward to the fight para conseguir un fin sin el maltrato, sin el esfuerzo, sin tus manos taking, try and find out how we sling and sink our fangs sin fin. Thank you. Second short new shit. A gunshot leaves an aftertaste of white smoke. Lingers like a gasp. A gasp knocks the wild right out of your breath. White smoke. The fog that hangs behind ears like mine, colored like summered earth. Pale palms white knuckle across state lines, barrel their hate into bodies blessed by sun gods. We are the blurry haze of news feeds, forgotten. They fed, distracted by the next rooster crow. Too often, too much sound, sounds like white noise lost in white smoke while we wait for an apology, an act. They acting like they acting right, the right all righteous, the left writing on the wall, but no one pays any mind. Never mind, it's all just a cycle, reloading, cock and shoot, point and click, 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 loading, and here we are, waiting. In the white smoke of another one gone, and another one gone, and another one bites the blessed end of a holy amendment enshrined in what white weights held most high. Every day, someone goes out with a bang. What do you do when force-fed white lies? When every day, another bowl of white smoke born